everyone, welcome back to No Sugar with Everything Krause. I'm straight up in a gamer room today.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
Syria, I didn't even realize your background today.
yeah, I
I've
am
just been
in.
looking at you because I obviously know it, so.
Yeah, I'm in my brother's studio today. I had to just rearrange where I was recording because we have a lot of family members that work from home and a lot of family members that are in the media business. So lots of recordings going on, and obviously my dad and I could not be in the same room today because he had a recording at the same time. So we're just luckily my brother's not here. He's in Cape May with Isabel, and I'm taking advantage of his studio. So all of this is not mine. I obviously don't wear these
Yeah.
rainbow hats. I don't love the Eagles like it probably shows in the background, and sports and hats. But anyway, I'm at home. Isabel is still in Cape May, coming off of MDW. So obviously we all had a long weekend. We hope you guys enjoyed your Memorial Day weekend. It was a lot better weather than I feel like we've had in the past. I don't know. I just feel like we didn't, at least at the Jersey Shore, normally at least it like pours one or 2 days, and I don't think Cape May got any rain. We didn't go down
Mm-mm.
until Sunday, but even Saturday, I think it was just like windy, cloudy. Sunday was beautiful. We ended up going to the beach. By the way, I was showering last night and definitely got burnt on the back of my legs, my butt cheeks, like
Yeah.
for sure. And then Monday was pretty nice as well. A little bit colder, windier, but still just that I don't care what weather it's like in Cape May. I just enjoy it at really
Yeah.
any point. So
Well,
it was
because we
amazing.
all we go down with all of our cousins, so we just love to sit around and talk. I feel like that's
Mm-mm.
all we do, so it's a great if it's gloomy out or windy, it's a great opportunity to sit on the porch and just catch up, make rosaries, do whatever we're doing and really
Yeah.
have a calming, relaxing day in Cape May.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we hope you all had a very nice MDW, enjoyed the long weekend. We're now like officially into summer, which is kind of crazy. I feel like I literally remember recording before MDW last year, and now
I know.
we're already past it. So it is definitely weird how fast time is flying. But
Oh my
anyway,
gosh, I'm gonna be 23.
I know, as well as birthdays coming up. It's like May is a very busy month for our family in terms
Yeah.
of just birthdays. And then I think we can probably say it now. Our brother and his
Oh
wife
yeah.
Julia had their first baby. So she was born May 18th, right? Like in the mix of the May birthdays, literally. So we now have,
It's been a whirlwind.
yeah, yeah, it's been definitely a whirlwind. A lot of not ups and downs in terms of, but we're kind of just like going with the flow because it's like, are we going to see the baby? When are we seeing the baby and everything? And she's the most precious little thing in the world. And
She is perfect. She's the
like,
most perfect first. She's the first Krause too. So our oldest sister Brittany, of course, has 3 kids, which is amazing. We've had experience with nieces and nephews and seen them grow up, which has been amazing. But this is the first Krause to really be born, which
yeah,
I feel
because
like
it's
is
our
just
brother. Yeah.
it's our brother. So I feel like it's just really cool to experience her keeping that last name, like Kennedy Krause. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
I
But
know,
she's
I know, because
beautiful.
Isabel and I won't get to experience that because obviously
Hmm.
by the time we're having kids, we won't be having the last name Kraus, which is very weird to think about. But don't worry, everything Kraus will still be a
Yes.
thing. Um, anyway, so let's just get into today's episode. Today's episode is kind of just a little bit more fun, a little bit more laid back in terms of like what we're talking about. But we really just want to almost like dive into all the things, not all the things because that list could go on forever, but the things we're loving right now that we find ourselves using more or gravitating towards, whether it's wellness or lifestyle or just like anything in general. I always love when I hear other people's like favorite things right now because it sparks ideas for me and like what do I want to incorporate into like my routine or just my daily
Hmm.
life. And yeah, a lot of these things on the list, like majority of them we've been using so consistently and we realized like we haven't talked about them on the
Yeah.
podcast. And it's hard to talk about things without having like a dedicated episode like this.
Yeah.
Like this is one of those things that we have to do like every like 6 months or something to really
100%. And
share it all.
I feel like we go through seasons of loving certain things and then seasons of not using anything at all, really kind of just being very minimalist almost. But
Mm-hmm.
coming off of these past few months, there has been some products that I just feel like we have been fans of, cannot rave about enough. So
Yeah. And if you
that's
follow
what we're
us
here
on
to talk to
Instagram,
you about.
yeah, if you follow us on Instagram, you have seen them, so you kind of know the gist of it. But really quick, if Isabel's audio sounds like there's a robot behind her echoing, I'm hearing that. You're probably seeing it on my face, but like we don't know what's happening. It's the same audio setup we had last week and didn't experience any of this. Like I don't know if it's even gonna
But I'm
pick it up.
cracking up. Did it pick it up?
No, it's still happening as well.
Well, I'm
Magically disconnecting her AirPods and adding them back is going to change it. I'm like, your AirPods have nothing to do with this. It's the freaking microphone.
I'm cracking up on my end of the screen because I'm trying to talk to you all, and I'm just staring at Kateri on the screen, and she's looking at me like I have 10 heads, and I'm like, okay.
My mind is just going through like what is going to happen when I download this episode and it is trash in audio. Listen, we're going to have to play around with it, and I don't know. Sometimes StreamYard doesn't pick up on it either, and it's like more so me hearing it, and then I watch or listen to the recording. I'm like, okay, so they didn't hear any of that static that I was hearing. So just like I just need to preface it with that because I don't know what's gonna happen.
Kateri's a tough critic.
You're not the one that's doing the audio. Like, trust me. Like, also, like I've edited audios for Dad, who's the most particular human being in the world. So I gotta get nitty gritty. Starting off very strong. These have been in our life for, I want to say like a good 6 months now. But the past like 3 months, it's been a very consistent like everyday type of thing, and that is Honey Plus packets. So like I said, if you follow us on Instagram, you have seen us talk about these. Honey Plus is almost like a, I guess you can consider it as like a pre-workout. You can consider it as like an energy boost, electrolyte. It's a little packet of honey, and there's 3 different kinds. There's one with no caffeine, there is one with 50 milligrams of caffeine, and one with 150. So you can get the no caffeine one, or obviously we enjoy the caffeine ones. And then there's also Redmond sea salt in it to give the electrolyte. So it's literally like honey plus amazing benefits. And the reason we really got into it, why are you laughing? But the reason we got into it is because Isabel and I have never been pre-workout type of girls, just because a lot of pre-workouts on the market are filled with a lot of crap, and just like it's too much caffeine for your body, especially as females and our hormones and everything. But this is like such a natural approach to a pre-workout, and also just to like level up honey. Like it takes honey to like a whole new level. Do you know, like it's literally it's honey plus so many other benefits.
Yeah.
And that's, we're just like really loving it right now.
Well, honey is already such a great energy source. So it's like you have, so if you don't want the caffeine ones, like the base of honey is just a great pre-workout in general if you just want to squirt some honey on your hand and add some sea salt. But I love theirs in particular because, like Kateri said, it adds the Redmond's real salt in it. It adds magnesium glycinate, like all different things in it. So it's really amazing. We honestly use the caffeine-free ones as like our normal honey now. So if I'm having a yogurt bowl with honey on top, I'll drizzle the caffeine-free ones on it, and then I'll only use the caffeine ones for working out. And I would say that Kateri, like this was the reason we recommend this so much. This is a really authentic recommendation because Kateri and I kind of worked up to loving them. Like when we first when the brand first started reaching out to us and wanting to send us them, we were like using them, but we were like, yeah, we'll see. Like we don't really know if we want to work out.
Yeah.
Not religiously. And then I would say we kind of like both used them one whole week together, and we were like, wait, I definitely noticed a difference in my workouts. I noticed a difference in my energy levels. Like we stopped drinking, honestly, coffee. I feel like when we had that in the morning as our workout, we didn't really crave coffee throughout the day. So I noticed that change within me. Like that caffeine dose was a fix for me.
It wasn't like a caffeine crash that you get from coffee too. It was just like you had that boost of energy for your workout, for whatever it was that you were doing, and it didn't feel like, oh, I felt it go away. Like it just was.
Yeah, it gave my body the caffeine that it needed to not give me a headache just because I didn't have my coffee. Does that make sense? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, after religiously using it, we just saw the greatest results and couldn't get enough of it, honestly. And now we really can't stop using it. And the founders are awesome. They are 2 kids. They're in Austin, Texas right now. They're building this company up. I swear it's going to go really big. Like they do everything to get it in RFK's hands. They're just really great guys. And as creators and health influencers, we love working with them. And we truly love the product that they created because they created it with people like us in mind. So it's just one of those ones that we really recommend. Oh, and the caffeine is from green tea extract. So it's a natural source of caffeine, which I really love.
Okay, and next thing that we're both just loving, this is like so little, but I think we can both agree we are obsessed with smoothies right now. And I feel like we go through these phases, but this is like the biggest smoothie phase that I've been in, honestly, since I had my ACL surgery, because after surgery, I was just like, eggs were disgusting to me, and I didn't want them. So I was like, how can I get protein and nutrients into a breakfast if I'm not, like, what else can I eat other than eggs? And smoothies were just one of those things that I can like chuck a bunch of stuff in, get the protein, get the creatine, get the collagen, like just get everything into one thing and take it on the go if I need to, or just feel like they're very satisfying. They fill me up for a while, and I don't know, I'm just like so into them right now. It's like, so that's what I'm saying. Like this list is kind of random, but it's really kind of like a,
Yeah,
I feel
but
like
it's
a health
but it's
hack.
also like, yeah, it's also changes that we've been loving them and we think you would be loving them too. Like,
Yeah,
I swear the smoothies are hitting so different right now as we get closer to summer, as we shift more into summer. It's just satisfying our morning palate a lot more. Our bodies aren't craving those like hibernation foods of like a heavy protein. So if
yeah,
you're feeling the same way, make a smoothie, add Greek yogurt, add your protein in there, add colostrum, add creatine, make it a powerhouse smoothie. It's so good. And you don't even like make like a good flavor smoothie too. I swear I used to try and make like those really uber healthy ones with like green powders, blueberries, flax seeds, and like now I make a, mango, blueberry, strawberry one, and it's like the sweetest, most amazing powerhouse smoothie ever.
yeah. It's like very simple. That is so true. Like our mom
You
is
know what I
always
mean?
trying to add like the craziest things for smoothie, and then it comes out and it tastes so bad. I'm like, because it smoothies can be simple. Like they don't have to
Yeah.
be these like complex things. It's just a smoothie. And I feel like you were saying, going into summer now, like fruit is more in season, so it almost just feels like that's why we're kind of gravitating it towards it more as the weather gets warmer. And yeah, you go to the grocery store and there's a lot more fruit options. The fruit tastes better. Obviously we buy the frozen fruit, but still it's like if I have like fresh fruit, I will chuck some of that in there too and just like
Hmm.
put it in the smoothie. So I think it kind of
Yeah.
goes along with the warmer weather coming. I think it's a great way to like if you're on the go and you need something, like I've been like rushing out the door to like get to physical therapy, I bring my smoothie with me. Like I just put it all in the blender. We have a beast blender, chuck it all in there, blend it up, and literally take that container to go. And it's, I think, really a good way to still have like a healthy breakfast, a very well-rounded breakfast, but not be like attached to the stove or need like access to a lot of things. So it's just one of those.
Honestly,
What?
another thing we're loving, the Beast Blender. Can't recommend
Oh,
that thing enough. That
literally. I
thing, we put everything in that. And it just like blends it right up, and it's like, oh, want to turn it into a cup now? Here. I'm like,
Yeah.
perfect.
Literally that. Yeah, actually that was not on the list, but I said to mom, if we didn't have the beast blender, I wouldn't be making smoothies, because we have like the chunky Vitamix or like
Hmm.
the Ninja. Like we have like so many smoothies just from when I was in college. I brought my smoothie maker home. Isabel brought hers home. So we have like 3 or 4 here, and they're too bulky. The smoothie gets all over that giant thing in the middle with all the blades
I
on it.
hate it.
It's a pain in the butt. The beast is so simple. And like you said, you literally take what you blended in and then you put a lid on it and you go. And it's like, that's your cup. So it makes it really
Hmm.
easy. So shout out Beast Blenders. We got to work with them
Yeah.
because we use it every single day. Going off of that, I just want to mention one thing too. We both said we put creatine in our smoothies when we make it. Creatine has been, I think, a game changer for both Isabel and I, just in terms of fitness and recovery and everything like that. And even when I'm in physical therapy, like my physical therapist, one of the first things he asked me was, are you taking creatine? If not, make sure you are. And I was already taking it, but it's one of those things that is so important for your muscle growth and just like your cognitive function,
Was gonna say, I'm
your
pretty
brain
sure like
health.
the benefits are overall body health.
Yeah, it's really like people think, oh, I'm gonna take creatine and get fat. Actually, like as a girl, so they're like, I'm gonna get puffy and fat and not like I'm just gonna gain weight. When I was the other day last week in physical therapy, there was a new girl who was, she helps out in the summer, and she heard my physical therapist ask me about creatine, like which one I was taking, and she was like, oh, I don't take it, like it's gonna make me puffy. And I literally turned to her and was like, you need to get that out of your mind, because I swear I only got more chiseled when I started taking creatine. Like I saw a
Yeah.
difference in a good way. Females are scared away from something like creatine. It's not just for bodybuilders. Like it's the most studied supplement ever. Like it is
It's almost,
literally,
I think every single person in this world should be taking creatine. I think grandpops and grandmoms should be taking
mhm.
creatine for their bone health, for their joint health, for all of
Yeah,
that.
our
Like,
mom takes it. I'm getting
yeah,
dad to start taking it. Like,
it's everyone should be taking creatine. And like
yeah.
Kateri said, there's mental benefits. It is far more than just muscle building. And the thing with creatine is you really do have to drink a lot of water, which I'm not good at sometimes. So
Hmm.
I have to get better at that. But if you want to avoid the puff, drink your water.
Exactly. And like,
So.
You're not going to start taking something and gain 50 pounds. Trust me. Don't be that scared.
No.
Just do it. Bite the bullet and do it. And trust me, I think that you will see the benefits from that. So I wanted to throw that in there
Oh,
because the brand, real quick, the brand that we use is the Mind Body Green. I'm going to link everything that we have, either discount codes for or just like a link to, in the show notes of this. Whether you're on Spotify, Apple, or YouTube, you'll see it linked down below. But we use Mind Body Green. I think we have a discount for either like 10 or 15% off for you guys. But I like it because it's 7.5 grams in one serving, and it also has taurine in it too. So it's just, again, like, we like kind of doing as much as we can in not like a crazy way. And yeah, we've been loving this creatine. Dissolves really well in coffee and smoothies. But yeah, so that's the one that we use.
real quick, another thing I've been putting in my smoothies and coffee always, which we always say, is just collagen. And I just want to give you guys an update. I've always been a nail biter. Every time that you have seen me with my nails done, they've always been tips. I am proud to say that these are my, if you are watching on YouTube, my real nail length. Those are my real nails under there. Look, I picked, this one broke last night, like the polish broke, but you can see the real length. I just had to show. I told Kateri, I was so excited, I have to show it. Let me please do this because I've never had long nails. I've always bitten my nails like when I'm stressed or anxious, and these are mine.
So going back to the smoothies, being able to put like the collagen and the creatine in the smoothie, or if we're not having a smoothie, we also put collagen and creatine in our coffee if we're not having the smoothie. But being able to put it in like a drink that you have every day makes it really easy to, one, have it at the same time every day, and two, just stay consistent with it. Like, that's the hardest part with supplements, in my opinion, is staying consistent every single day. But we're either going to have a coffee every day or a smoothie every day. So when you can just add it into your daily routine naturally, it makes it like really easy. So
Super easy.
Yeah, those are just like two ways to kind of even make your smoothie or your coffee more beneficial for you. We're all about trying to like elevate the normal thing to be more beneficial in a not over complicated way. All right, next on the list, this is like kind of switching it up. I'm just going to say something quick on this. Kane recovery shoes. You guys have heard us talk about Kanes. I literally, besides today's the first day I wore sneakers because I had to at PT because of our exercises, but I've been wearing them every single day since my surgery. I'm not kidding. They have just been my go-to. They're so easy to throw on. They are a recovery shoe, so the way that the arch is and everything, it takes some pressure off your heel and your calf muscles, which I have really needed in recovery because my calves are super sore just with everything else that my body's compensating for from my knee. So I've been loving them. We do have a link to buy them. Unfortunately, it's not like a discount or anything because they don't give discounts to literally anyone, which is kind of a pain in the butt. But we do have a link. So if you want to buy through our link, that would be amazing because we do get commission, I'm gonna be honest. So that would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm always transparent about that.
For you guys, if you're gonna buy it, go through our link. But obviously, I'm just promoting them full on because I've worn them every single day. You guys have probably seen it in all my videos. All the stories.
Honestly, I wear my pair all the time now too because now that it's summer and I'm at the beach, I just find myself like, oh, I'm going to walk the beach boards. I don't need sneakers on. I'll just wear my Canes. Like, that'll be better for my foot anyway.
You don't need to wear socks with them either. So it's like your feet can almost breathe more too when you're in them. So yeah, that's just like, you guys have heard us talk about them, but I love them and they have a lot of.
They're not that expensive, I don't think, too. Like, I'm always like, every time I go to shop them, I'm like, oh, I think I'm gonna buy a pair.
Yeah, they're nothing crazy, and it's just an easy shoe. It's like a kind of like a fancy croc, but once you wear them, you're honestly gonna be addicted to them. So that's just that.
All right, next up on our list, this one we've definitely talked about before. You guys know this about us, but we're here to remind you because it's summer. You're gonna be in the sun more dry skin. Tallow moisturizer for your face, for your body, for all over. It's just so unbelievably hydrating. It's like our go-to in the summer. I feel like one of the reasons that our tan always settles in so nicely and that we don't peel as often or have uneven skin tone is because of beef tallow moisturizer. I swear it's so biocompatible with our natural skin's barrier that it really absorbs at a 100% effective rate. So you're getting 100% of that moisturizer that you put on. It's like the best hydration for your skin. Can't recommend it enough.
Literally, and like I was saying in the beginning of this, I got a little sunburn from Memorial Day weekend, like on my legs. I swear I put like a bunch of beef tallow on my legs going to bed last night. I woke up, it is not sunburn anymore. And I'm not saying it turns it immediately to tan. I just think the way that it hydrates the skin, like my legs are still smooth from putting it on last night. It just is such a deep hydration. And yeah, you guys know we love beef tallow. I think that there are so many different moisturizers and body lotions and things that are pushed out there, but when you look at what is in them, it is extremely toxic to our body, to our hormones. It's just like it is so chemical, like filled with chemicals. It's wild that they think that like putting that on your body is going to be good for you. Our skin is our
Mm-hmm.
biggest organ. What we're putting on our skin is going into our body. It's going into your bloodstream. It does affect it. It's not like just your skin and it touches nothing else. And I think people, I do sometimes, I forget that our skin is an organ and that whatever you're putting on it is going into our body. So yeah, we love beef
Okay.
tallow. But
I
yeah,
also just want to say something going off that too, Kateri,
go
because I
ahead.
could go on a rant about this too, because people, I understand that they love all these great skincare brands too and everything, but like you just said, they're toxic for our body, but they're also so expensive, and beef tallow is way more affordable, but just like you're paying for it because it works, right? Like
Yeah.
Kateri just said, the ingredients on these skincare products are like an ingredient list of 20 things long. Half of those ingredients, probably three-fourths of them, aren't, like, what did I say? Aren't compatible with your skin's natural barrier. So they're not going to be absorbed. They sit on your surface. They're what clog your pores and cause more acne. Beef tallow is 100% absorbed because it's the only ingredient. It's
Mhm.
compatible with your skin. So I feel like you're getting all of that product that you apply versus when you pay for this expensive product, you're not even absorbing it. You're not even getting the benefits of it. It's why your skin's drying out and you need to apply more and you need to go buy another bottle next month. Like,
Mhm.
beef tallow lasts you a long time and it works.
Exactly. And there are also ones that have like essential oils in it or have like olive
Hmm.
oil or jojoba oil as well. So you're not going to walk around smelling like beef. Like trust me, we've been wearing
Yeah.
it. No one is like, you guys, yeah, you smell like used beef tallow. Like they would never know. We have a vanilla one. It has vanilla extract in it. It smells amazing. I love it. It's
Hmm.
like the best thing ever. So I just think,
Little pro tip too, if you're using it on your face, try and get like a balm. There you'll see different. There's like whipped tallow and then there's like tallow balm. I like using balm on my face and the whipped tallow on my body
yeah.
because I feel like the whipped just is a little bit more greasy, so like it could clog your pores more. The balm like is very absorbable on your
Well, it
skin.
also it's not even about like the clogging pores. It's just like the feeling like on the skin it feels really good, but then when you go to your face, like you don't want to feel like a grease ball. It
Hmm.
absorbs, I feel like, into like my arms and legs way quicker than my face. And the
Yeah.
balm is it's just like really nice. I don't it just feels really good. It just yeah, like you said, I like it better for my face as opposed to my body.
Hmm.
Okay, next thing that we've been loving right now is red light therapy. So we both have a red light face mask from the brand Bond Charge. And again, another brand that we were working with, which is why we got the mask in the first place. But then after getting the mask and using it, it's like, okay, now I understand like why so many people love red light therapy, why it's so important. I've been loving it on my knee as well. Fun fact for my incisions. So I've been putting my face mask on my knee, which is looks really funny, but Isabel and I
That's
have
so
both
great though.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, I need red light for my knee. I'm just gonna wrap my mask around my knee. I wipe it off, don't worry. But we've been using it, I would say, religiously for the past like 3 months, I want
Hmm.
to say.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things that is really good to get in the habit of doing. Like when we first got it, again, I wasn't religious with it. And then I was like, these work for a reason. Let me try and do it at least 3 times a week. So now I will do it after I shower. I'll do the mask 10 minutes. And I notice a difference very quickly. Like if I have little bumps on my skin and I use the mask, like the next day, I don't like the bumps aren't as visible. Like I can tell
Hmm.
it almost like calms them down in a way. And I don't know if that's like the science behind the red light therapy or not, but at
Well,
least for me, like,
it's boosting your collagen production. So it's
yeah,
definitely like smoothing out your skin, like making it more plump so there's no wrinkles. Like
yeah,
that's why people really love it. It like reduces wrinkles because of that collagen production. Sorry, it's a mouthful. So I
hmm
wonder if it like helped smooth out your face or something.
yeah,
Like they were
yeah.
just
And I
tiny
know
bumps. I don't know.
it does help to kill like bacteria as well that's on the
Hmm.
skin. So that definitely like it all plays a part. But so like when I use it and then the next day I'm like, oh, my skin does look better. It looks brighter. It looks plumper in like a good way. Then you're like, okay, yeah, now I'm gonna be religious with this. So we've both
Yeah.
been loving that face mask.
I absolutely love it. I don't think you could go wrong with red light. A switch I want to make is getting red light like light bulbs in my room at nights when I'm going to bed, or even just in like the TV room at home. Like I want to have an oasis where it's only red light past a
Yeah.
certain time.
No,
No, that's a
that's
different
also,
kind of red light, I'm pretty sure. But I just
yeah,
want to
but
say,
I
like, that's another
do.
thing I want to be doing.
Yeah, that's almost why I like the red light face mask at night too, because I feel like it's signaling to my, like, obviously I'm not staring at the red light while it's on my face. It's more like my eyes are honestly closed while I'm doing it, but I'll have my legs up on the wall, I'll have the red light mask on, so it just, I feel like it's signaling to my body that like I'm winding down, it's nighttime.
Yeah.
So obviously that comes with the routine with it as well, but yeah, it's just what I agree with you. I want to make like a whole red light oasis, like it hits certain time, red lights only.
Yeah. Okay, so this next thing I love because it's not really a product, it's more something that Kateri and I have added into our life. Something that Kateri and I think we both were really seeking, especially throughout the growth of Everything Krause, throughout how much time we were spending on our digitals and computers and phones and social media. We just wanted a creative outlet, a way to turn off our mind that didn't involve a screen or even like conversing with other people, just like
Mm-hmm.
complete mind shut off. So these are some of the activities that I feel like we've come up with that have just been so fun. Like they're such little kiddish, but I love them. I
No,
seriously like
they look amazing.
when I finish a work day and I can do one of these things, it's like the most peaceful, relaxing end of the day to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to start off with coloring, just like literally simple markers and coloring book. I love the markers and coloring books that we got from Amazon. So I feel like
Yeah.
we should definitely link those sets.
Yeah, so we got some from Amazon and then some honestly from like Marshalls and Home Goods. They had them. That's where like I first saw them. They're just like the acrylic markers. They were going viral on TikTok for a while, and then I was like, wait, these are at Home Goods. Like, why don't I buy a box of like 20 before I buy, TikTok has like 148
Hmm.
colors. I'm like, let's just see if I even like it. But yeah, no, it's the funnest activity ever. We have a couple different coloring books. One that we've had in the house for a while. That's like a bunch of like intricate lines
What?
and
Yeah,
what is
like
it called? Like,
mosaics and
yeah, yeah.
shoot, what
So
is
we,
that called? The circle one though?
I don't know, I'm blanking on it. And it's
I
like a
think it's maybe
stress
just
free,
mosaic.
yeah, it's like a stress free coloring book. So we had that one for a while. And then I got like a devotional coloring book. Mom got me for, I think, before surgery. She was like, here's a devotional. So it has like a devotional page, and then the other side is like the coloring. And then
Hmm.
Brittany and the kids sent me a little coloring book that has like motivational words and pictures on it.
Yeah.
And it's just like the funnest thing in the world. I love it so much. Like,
It's just
I
fun
love,
because you can kind of like, yeah, like I like the difference in the coloring books because you sometimes you can color in like whatever way you want, like the
mhm.
medallions and the mosaic pages, you kind of just do like a mix of colors, and then the images like and the motivational words are like, oh, it's I'm coloring a beach. It's like I don't know.
Yes, exactly. And I always say it as well because like sometimes I'll overthink. I'm like, oh, what color should I do for this? And I'm like, well, at the end of the day, this is my coloring book and my choice. I can make the beach purple if I want to. Like it literally doesn't matter. It's not deep. It's just stay in the lines, and it really your mind does turn off. It is wild. Like you're not thinking about anything else. You're just in the zone, and it's so soothing. And I don't know, like doing it at night, like you said, I just feel like my cortisol lowering. I feel the detachment from my phone. I don't want to text. I don't want to be on it. I don't want to scroll. I don't even want to watch TV while we're doing it. It's just the greatest creative outlet, I feel like, for us in a way that is
Yeah.
away from our phone.
If Kateri and I have not been answering you, I am sorry. We are busy with
Yeah,
all of these
no.
activities we're about to talk about. Like
Yeah,
we literally
literally.
do this. Okay, kind of going off if you want more of a full-time activity, going off coloring, take it up a notch. Paint by numbers have been amazing for us. It's
Hmm.
basically the same as coloring, but with paint. So you're just painting in the lines. I love these because they tell you exactly where to put the color. So
Hmm.
instead of you having to even creatively choose, you're just like having fun painting and watching the image come to life, and you don't even have
Yeah.
to think about what color do I put where. It's just like this is gonna be a pretty picture at the end of it.
Hmm. Hmm. That's a
So I
fun
love it.
activity.
Kateri and I started doing this outside. Like we'll just sit outside on a Saturday, like put our phone away and just paint for like a few hours outside. It's been
Hmm.
great.
It's crazy how fast time flies when like you start painting too. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's a fun like outdoor activity. Like we get our cup of water, we have the paintbrushes, it always comes with them, and yeah, just one of those things that is just a way to do an activity that also isn't like leaving your house or having to spend a bunch of money, and just is when I were doing it together. Our mom was doing it, Julie was doing it with us. Like you can do it with
Yeah.
people and make it fun. And I feel like as females, finding hobbies like this and creative outlets that don't involve like going shopping or something is important. It's a good way to get the
Yeah.
creative juices flowing, but also females can have hobbies too. And I know it's so hard for me. Like I'm always like, well, what's a hobby that I can do? doing these I'm like, oh, these are hobbies. Like this is like, I
Yeah.
know a guy liking to
No, I
cook.
swear.
Obviously, it's
Yeah.
very different, but it's what I feel like more females need more of.
No, I really do too. I think all of these types of creative outlets, baking, all of these baking, cooking in the kitchen, all of these types of things, knitting are like they're predominantly women do it for a reason. I feel like it allows us to almost feel this level of peace while still expressing our creative outlets where men are
Yeah.
wired differently and seek more progression and hardness. This is like a way to almost like keep a softness while still like doing something. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's so
Yeah.
fulfilling. So I think all of these are really good.
Mm-hmm.
The last one, I do also want to say my best guy friend cracks up when I told him that I was coloring at night. He was like, "What?" Like he was cracking up at me. He was like, "No way you're coloring a book right now." And I was like, send him a photo.
Yeah.
It's just so funny. I love hearing like their perspective on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, last activity, real quick. I'll keep it quick. Rosary making. So as you all know, Kateri and I are Catholic in particular, so rosaries are prayed by I think it's predominantly a Catholic prayer, right? It's not for
Yeah.
Christians. So if you don't know what a rosary is, I wish I had one with me.
I
Ah,
know. I'm sorry.
but
I'm not even
it's
in my
just
normal office, so mine's not near me.
yeah, yeah. It looks like a necklace almost with a crucifix at the end of it. So it kind of like you could see people wearing it, but it's a meditative like piece of jewelry that you use to follow Catholic prayers. So the Catholic prayers involved are like the Fatima prayer, Hail Holy Queen, Our Father, Hail Mary, Glory Be. All of those prayers you go through a certain series and you say it in a beautiful order, and it's a tribute to the Blessed Mother. So we started actually, I was on Twitter and I found this girl who made her own rosaries. Little backstory. Okay, our grandmom prayed the rosary like every single day of her life. I also want to tell this part because every time I saw Nana Kateri, like she had a rosary in her hand, and I
Literally.
always would think to myself, like, oh my gosh, she's praying that whole rosary because it's
Because
like,
it's 5 decades, which means you
yeah,
say 50. No, you say more than 50, but like 50 Hail Marys just in those decades. So it's like
yeah. So it
as
takes
a
about
little
like 15 minutes.
yeah, as a little kid, you see that and you're like, you're doing that? Like I can barely focus on one Hail Mary, you know?
Yeah, it's insane. So every single time we saw her, she had a rosary in hand, and it was just like her go-to. And I always loved seeing that. And funny enough, guys, funny enough, it was actually a guy who kind of introduced the rosary back into my life. But it was a guy that I was like talking to, getting to know, and every phone call we had, we started off by praying a decade of the rosary. So I just started kind of like reading more about it, why we prayed as Catholics, praying it on my own, not even on the phone with him, like starting to pray it on my own, and I loved it. It just became like one of the best, like I said, another outlet for me. Like it totally put my mind at peace because you can't really think about anything else other than the prayers that you're praying while you're praying it. And I always set an intention for my rosary, so I'm always dedicating the rosary to someone else. I find it like a really beautiful way to pray for other people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also prayers to our Blessed Mother. So if you're a Catholic, it's really, really strong. Right? She's a strong intercessor to pray to. And I always say it's like a spiritual weapon. When I dedicate a rosary to something, that prayer is answered. It's
Yeah.
crazy. So I just can't rave about it enough. Kateri knows I could go on forever. We had both been praying the rosary. We started praying it every single day for Lent and still have been praying it very often. And we absolutely love it. So that's another side note. If you need a way to find peace, just settle your mind. Go on like a rosary walk, bring one, pray it on the walk, come home. Going off that, what I wanted to say is the creative outlet is that we have started making rosaries because we saw this girl on Twitter making one, and I was like, look how beautiful this is. I can't believe she makes rosaries. And my mom started looking up videos and was like, I don't think it's that hard. And then she bought all the supplies for us for Easter, and now we're making rosaries like left and right.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Literally,
quite literally so fun.
yeah, it's turned into more rosary making at night than it is coloring. Sometimes like I'll flip flop between like coloring and like making the rosaries while mom are doing the rosaries, but it's literally so much fun. It's again to see something come to life because you start one decade at a time, and then all of a sudden you have all 5 year decades. Then you add the Our Father, then you add the Glory Peace, and like all of it. And watching the
Yeah.
rosary come to life is such a good feeling. And then it's we've been making them for a lot of family members. I know we want to make more and like offer them on Everything Krause to people because they're so beautiful too. Like we buy such
Yeah.
awesome beads. And yeah,
No, they really are
loving
so
it.
beautiful. Like it brought our aunt to tears. We made our aunt one the other day and it brought her to tears. And it's just like such a beautiful gift. And like Kateri said, we really want to start just selling them and like maybe choosing a charity and donating some of the profits to a charity. So I'm like really excited about it just because it's a beautiful way to bring people closer to God, to give them a gift that helps them in that journey,
Mm-hmm.
and is also like made with so much love, because like Kateri said, they are intricate. Like, you are really doing each bead. I swear, it's like holding a finished product. I'm like, I can't believe I made this
Yeah.
from one little bead.
Well, and now when I look at like the rosaries that I've obviously, if I have one from the Vatican, I have one from Spain. Like I've bought them, I didn't make them. So it's like now I look at them and I'm like, whoa, they literally made them the same exact way that we do. Like I can tell what pins they pushed together and what ones came like pre-circled. Like
Yeah.
it's just really cool. So all of those, like we were saying in the beginning of this little tip, like finding creative outlets, I think is really important, and it has, I think, definitely changed the way we kind of like wind down. I would rather color, paint, or make a rosary than watch TV. Even though I love, finding a show that is, well, my mom loved to watch too, and we can all, binge a show together, as fun as that is. I also, it doesn't fulfill me. Like I go to bed and,
No.
I don't feel fulfilled, or I maybe feel like a little bit more like anxious or chaotic from whatever the episode was, depending on whatever we're watching. So it's kind of a nice way for at least like all of us to be together and do something fun. I think like if you're looking for like a fun girls' night to do, like go get the markers, get the coloring books, and maybe you order some rosary things if you have like a group of Catholic women that want to do it. And I think it's just like, yeah, it's just important for women to like tap into that side. And I have felt that with the nights that we do it, which tends to be every night, but I went through like a period where I stopped coloring for a little bit because I was just like going to bed early or whatever, and it was like I feel like I'm not as calm going to bed because I didn't turn my mind off. I was watching TV or still on my phone, and then I went up to bed. So yeah, we've been loving that and can't recommend. Finding something, maybe it's not those, but finding something similar to that where you can turn your mind off in a creative ways makes you feel like a kid again in the best way possible. So the next thing, again, kind of random, but probably should have put this in the morning when we're talking about smoothies, but Life Boost coffee. So Life Boost is the brand of coffee that we've been using and absolutely loving, because one thing about coffee is you really can just buy a random bag from Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or anywhere that you get coffee, even from Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, a coffee shop. Not all of the beans that you're using can be trusted, and coffee is one of the most like mold ridden, pesticide ridden crops in the world. Like, and it is one of the most consumed crops in the world, because like think about all the people in your life, how many of those people drink coffee? Probably 95% of them. So it's one of those things that you don't think about when you think about your health. But again, if you're consuming it every day and you just have a random bag of coffee that they don't test for pesticides, they don't test for molds, it's not shade grown, it's just like mass produced crops, you are getting mold and pesticides and all of these toxins in your body every single morning. And it's, that also changes the flavor of the coffee, of course, but it's just from a health perspective. When Isabel and I started realizing that, we were like, dude, all the coffee we've been buying, who knows? There doesn't even say organic on it. Who knows what we're freaking drinking every morning? So Life Boost does test for literally like over 450 pesticides and toxins, which is absolutely amazing. It is shade grown, which of course the temperature that it's grown helps with the like mold and pesticide factor. And it's one of those things that I'm like, I like knowing I can trust what I'm putting in my body. And that's why we've been loving Life Boost.
Well, people also always say like coffee makes them feel sick, and what we've realized from like a good trusted coffee brand is that it's actually not the coffee making you sick, it's the quality of the bean that you're drinking, because if it does
Literally.
have mold and pesticides, that's going into your stomach, that's hurting your gut lining, that's hurting your gut microbiome, and then all of a sudden you're having acne, you're having bloating. Like, it's caused by things like these, it's these types of ingredients in other foods, but coffee in particular, it's the mold and the pesticides that you're consuming every single day, like probably the most consistently, that's doing so much damage to your body. So like if you're struggling with something and you're like, why do I still have these acne outbursts, like it could be something as simple as coffee.
Yeah, I know. And I know it's weird to put those two things together, but like as Will said, it really is. It does play a part in it. And yeah, so Life Boost Coffee, absolutely love. Again, we'll link them down in the show notes for you guys. You can get 58% off your first bag, which is absolutely insane. I know we used that code when we ran out. We used that code 58% off. Like it's really awesome. We're on a subscription base with them now, just because obviously we drink coffee every single day. So I don't even want to think about ordering the beans. Just like send them to me. Okay. And then another thing that I think more so me in particular, Isabel for some of it, but Heart and Soil supplements. So Heart and Soil, they have basically it's desiccated beef organs, but they have a lot of different options. So the two that Isabel and I are on a subscription base with are the Her package, which is all about hormone health. And then I am specifically ordered, this was like selfishly for me, the joint health and just like taking care of like my bones and everything. I think going into surgery, I was just really wanted to focus on rebuilding back everything inside my knee that I couldn't see. So we take those every single day, and then I take a couple. God bless you.
Sorry.
No, you're okay.
I didn't know if that was gonna come on camera.
I take a couple of different things from Heart and Soil as well, but they're all beef organs. So for example, like the Her package one, it has, like, as weird as this sounds, it has like fallopian tubes and other like reproductive organs from a female. They're desiccated, and yeah, I swear to you, my hair and like look how shiny it looks on camera right now. This is what it looks like in real life. Like my hair has been insanely shiny and just luscious, and also like so long but healthy, and I've been taking them religiously since my surgery, again, because I'm like trying to do everything I can to take care of myself inside, like my gut health, my, sorry TMI, but like going to the bathroom so regular, wake up, go to the bathroom, like very regular, very healthy looking. And I have to give a lot of credit to these because I've been taking them every day, and like that's what's changed in a way. So you would think when my body's going through something traumatic, like things would be thrown off. As soon as I incorporated these, it was like I noticed a difference within a week, and I still notice a difference. My eyelashes, my eyebrows, like everything in terms of like visuals that you can kind of tell are different. But yeah, so I love them, and I don't want to eat beef organs. I'd rather take them in a capsule. So
No.
I know how important they are. They're like loaded with vitamin A. They're so good for your gut health, for your immune health, everything. But again, I don't want to eat them. I'm not going to eat something that I don't like the taste of. So being able to just like pop it in my mouth has been really good. I think Isabel can probably agree.
Game changing. Because we've tried like little liver cubes, like raw liver, and cubed it and froze it, and even that, like, that was hard to get down for me.
Yeah.
I'm not the type of girl that can cook up liver and eat it. It's just not me.
It's not me at all. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I just can't do it. That's not on the list today, liver.
We like whole foods, but like
Yeah, exactly. And then one more supplement that we've been loving is the organic Olivia 3-in-1 probiotic. I think this has also helped so much with the digestion talk as well, but it is a 3-in-1, so it's a prebiotic, a probiotic, and then also a digestive enzyme. Very natural, not added like BS ingredients in it. The capsule is just like a vegan capsule, like gelatin. It's nothing crazy, which I love and appreciate. But yeah, taking care of your gut health is so important. And again, taking the regular probiotic and kind of adding benefits of the prebiotic is really important. Like if you're not getting prebiotics in, your probiotic isn't really working. And I don't think people realize that. Like you need the pre to help with the pro.
yeah, you need both. Like the pro is not going to activate without the pre.
Exactly. So you do need both of them, and then having a digestive enzyme in there is great because just unfortunately with so much of the food that we eat in our world, whether you think you're eating 100% clean, just the way like the crops are grown and everything, it does throw off the natural digestive enzymes that you do have in your body. So having something in that supplement just to help kind of like kickstart the enzymes, especially if you experience bloating after meals or just bloating in general, maybe this is something that you could look into and really benefit from. So Isabel and I have both been loving it. Again, I'll link it in the show notes down below so you can just check it out. They have a lot of amazing products, but this has been like the one product we've really loved and are consistent customers with because of how much we love it.
Yeah. Last thing, very, very quick, not much to say about it. A snack I'm loving at night. Organic. Yeah, this is important. Organic dark cherries that are frozen, like just frozen dark cherries.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they are so good. My favorites are from Trader Joe's. I love them. They're pitted, of course. The Trader Joe's ones hit different. They hit different than every other cherry, I swear. But I love just putting a few in a bowl, more than a few, honestly. Like half the bag at this rate, and snacking on them. They totally satisfy my sweet tooth if you let them thaw out a little bit. I swear, I got everyone on these in college. Like, they're just so good.
They are. And I think, like, I know we said this before, but now we're going into summer. In summer, like, you crave more, like, ice cream and, like, cold things at night for your sweets. And this it does like hit the spot, and it
Mm-hmm.
satisfies the sweet tooth, that cold like fixation that you're looking for. Now that you said it, I want to try and make like a ninja creamy recipe with frozen cherries. Like you could literally make a frozen cherry sorbet. But I think
We
also
need
the
to be
act of like
making,
biting into them, like
yeah.
psychologically, is a little bit more satisfying, but they are so good and just like the perfect thing ever. Also, like cherries have so many benefits to it, especially again as females and our hormones. Like that dark cherry, that red color. When you see red, like think about that being good for your hormones. Like a naturally
Mm-hmm.
red fruit, like pomegranates, cherries, beets, things like that, so good for you. So it's nice being able to snack on something and knowing that there's benefit to it as well. And especially
Mm-hmm.
before you go to bed, like the release of melatonin naturally, all of that, it does help with it. So yeah, we
Yeah,
absolutely
I
love
also
them.
have
And
we also have tart cherry juice before bed. So we're
yeah,
cherry maxing.
no, literally. And it's just, it's one of those things, like Isabel and I love to make healthy desserts, but every night we don't have a healthy dessert made, or we don't feel like making it because we don't have the ingredients and we don't all that. So it's like, okay, if I have the cherries, at least I'm like, I need something sweet every single night. So at least I
Mm-hmm.
can, reach for
Yeah.
that. And yeah, I went to go put cherries in my smoothie this morning and there was none left. And I'm like, oh, Isabel was home. Can't put the cherries in my smoothie. Yeah,
Actually,
so
it's because I put cherries in my smoothie last time with blueberries, and whatever mom gave me, and it was the worst smoothie I've ever made in my life.
that's mom for you. Mom's the worst smoothie maker in the world. Like I always tell her, I'm like, let me make your smoothie. Stop trying it. I see you adding more. She adds like 2 blueberries, and the rest is like random
Powders, dude. She's like
powders and
flax seeds, chia
and
seeds, green
Greek
powders,
yogurt.
spirulina.
I'm like, you need more than 2 blueberries, woman. Like mom's not a full almond mom, but her almond mom comes out when smoothies are at play. I'm like, bro, that's disgusting.
Dude, mom's hysterical.
She's hilarious.
Anyway, that's
Anyway,
a wrap on the things that we have been loving. I know that was a crazy random mix, but I just feel like these have been, like, when I say daily using all of these products, it is daily usage, and we have seen such benefits in our life. And sometimes we forget to share these intricate, weird little things with you. It's not the easiest
yeah.
thing to post about or fit in a reel that can go viral and, get viewed by everyone. So we figured we'd do an episode on it. We'll make sure, like Kateri said, to link all of the stuff in the show notes. We'll link any coupon codes we have, any links that we have that get you money off. Of course, we're always trying to save you money, but yeah, that's
Again,
it.
like as well said, we wouldn't be sharing these things if we didn't feel this way about them. It's not like us just trying to make money off them, because some things we have no affiliation with and just wanted to share with you because of how much we love them. So yeah, we wouldn't be sharing it if we didn't love it. And if you have any questions about like some of the supplements, especially Heart and Soil, because their website, they have so many amazing products. So if you want to know what ones I'm specifically taking or what ones Isabel is specifically taking, like feel free to reach out. Happy to help you guys navigate that as well. But yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode and really got to, learn some things. Maybe you can add some of these things into your life. Maybe not all at once. Don't overwhelm yourself, but take whatever you want with a grain of salt and, however you want to add it into your life. And we're just happy to share that with you.
Something we've also been loving that we really think you would love in your life is subscribing to No Sugar. We listen daily on Tuesdays when those episodes drop at 8 a.m., even though this one's dropping on Wednesday.
No
We
one
listen.
talk about that. We don't address
No
it.
one talk about it. No one talk about it. NBW got us behind. Anyway, what we've really been loving is subscribing to No Sugar, tuning in daily to our episodes, liking the videos, and commenting have been really fulfilling. So just please.
Such a good creative outlet.
It's such a good creative outlet to just come and chat with us on here. It's a great creative outlet to go stalk our page and like every single reel and send all of them and save them. Follow us on Instagram at EVERYTHINGKRAUSE. Follow us at No Sugar Pod. Follow at Sculpted with Kateri. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. We're also thinking of trying to do more YouTube, so be subscribed because there's gonna be vlogs, shorts, all that type of stuff coming soon.
Yeah, no, we're getting into our vlogging era, and we're just I was looking at vlog cameras last night on the way home, just trying to find ways to bring you guys more content in longer form that is more natural and easier for you guys to just kind of like see our life. So definitely subscribe because we're going to be posting a lot more of that stuff, especially with the summer and, plans being all over the place and life just being like a little bit more exciting. So we're excited to get into that with you guys. But yes, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Again, had an amazing Memorial Day weekend and are enjoying your week so far. Hope you have an amazing day, amazing rest of your week, and we will see you next time.